Well, welcome to AST 1002 Astronomy. I'm Professor Eric Christensen and I will be your instructor for this term. Now, I am not on the formal staff at Florida Keys Community College. I work full-time at South Florida Community College up here in Avon Park, Florida. I've been teaching this course for over 5 years online. The course received an award earlier this year from the Florida Distance Learning Consortium as one of the top 6 online courses in the state. So I really hope that you'll enjoy it as much as my students have. The biggest compliment I get is a student tells me that my course was fun. They really enjoyed it. So I look forward to being your instructor, although I will not be able to meet any of you face-to-face, but we certainly will chat via email, the chat function if we need to in D2L, and you can call me in my office up here in Avon Park. So let's get started. This course is not about astrology. Astrology is when they talk about, hey, if these two planets align, or this star and this planet, then your hair is going to fall out or something. That's not what astronomy is all about. We're going to learn about the structure, the formation, and the history of how stars are formed, how our solar system was formed, and things like that. So more concrete science things. The use of mathematics is virtually non-existent. So as much as it harms me, being a physics instructor, you know I love to use math. There is very little to none in this course, so don't worry about that. Now, the way I like to teach the course, my philosophy on teaching is that I'm here to teach you how to learn astronomy. I'm not here to teach you astronomy. So quite a bit of a difference. Maybe it's a mind shift from what you're used to. All right? It puts the onus on you. Being an online course, they are different than a regular course. I think once you get into it and see where I'm leading you, because with my former background in the military, I'm very structured, and each week I have a series of things for you to do, and you'll be able to just march through them. I try to pepper the course full of hyperlinks, so the goal is that you never have to go more than 2 clicks before you're at the page where there's something for you to do. I've augmented the book. Now here's the book. Okay, it's a pretty good book. I actually use a different one up here. I've used this book in the past. I shifted to a different one. This is the one that your school would like to use. It's a great book, full of very nice pictures. And I have some guidance in the syllabus on how you should read a book. So I really recommend that you look at that. But I augment that with a number of videos. They are roughly 27 minutes each. And they're listed in the schedule, and I have them embedded right into the course, so you just have to click on it and it'll play for you, as long as you have a high-speed internet connection. And they were written. They're a couple years old, okay, because they were written for a previous edition of this book. It's very similar. It's from this textbook's author, so they're very good in that respect. And all but one chapter lined up perfectly. So I've aligned them for you, and it will really augment. I also have a number of applets which you will click on. These are little simulations or little questions. It's from the Nebraska Astronomy Applet Project. I think you'll enjoy those, and I've tried to link them with each chapter. I don't want to overwhelm you, but I want to give you a variety of things that you can do online. Now, being an online course, we won't meet in class, but still the requirements as of a regular course, which is typically 3 hours. For every 1 hour of class, you should devote 3 hours of studying. So the work that I'll have for you each week it's laid out for you, and as long as you don't delay and try to do it all at the last minute, you'll do fine. I continually ask my students, and I will ask you at the end, how was the workload? And they all say it was fine, as long as you stick with it. Okay, so you can do a little bit each day and you'll be the best. I have some notes here. That's the only reason I'm looking down here. Okay, so here's a typical week, what I want you to do. Okay, you'll read a chapter or 2 in the book. There are 20 chapters. We have to cover them in 15 weeks. So you do the math there. There's a few weeks. Whenever we have a test or the week before a test, I try to only give you 1 chapter so that we're not overwhelming you, so you have time to do some preps and then to take the test. There's those active explorations, which are the applets, and you'll just click and there'll be a link of them, probably 8 to 10. So they won't take any time at all, but you can go back to them and refresh as you'd like. There'll be the videos that I mentioned. Now, there is, using D2L, we're going to use the discussion board. I call them a question of the week. Each week I'm going to ask you a conceptual type question. Now, there are some guidelines that the college puts out. They're in your syllabus. Basically, they want you to have at least 3 or 4 sentences. They say, I put down 50 words. If you have 3 or 4 sentences, don't just, I agree or disagree. You got to tell me why, where you're coming from. So I'd like you to post a response, but then you also have to comment on someone that posted it previously, right before you or right after you. Again, you need a little bit more than just, hey, I agree with Joe, all right? So talk a little bit on there. I'm going to grade you. It has it grading you each week. I haven't done that before, but I'm going to try that now, so you'll be able to monitor your grade as you go all the time through D2L. There is a quiz each week. Quiz will have 5 questions. It comes from a larger database, so it's a mastery type quiz that you can take it during that week as many times as you like, and only your highest score counts. Students here use it to help them review, and I've seen students take it 10 or 12 times during the week. But you don't have to, and you can do it once, and if you get a 60 and you're happy, stay with that, but try to take it more. You should get 100 on those without question. There's no reason for that. I've also integrated into this course, like I do up here, is an exam review wiki. This is outside of D2L. I have what's called a wiki. Wikipedia. It's a blank slate. Basically, I'm going to post for you the topic. I need to make this up now. I'm a little bit behind on that part. Make a list of the topics on the test, and on the right-hand side, you'll fill it in with, make your own study guide, and you'll all contribute, and then you can use it on the exam. Okay, I have a little YouTube video which I'll give you a link to, and you'll be able to understand that more. There will be 4 exams. They're spread out, so you can figure there's 20 chapters for roughly every 5 chapters, although it varies a little bit. There'll be an exam. They'll be very similar in style and everything from the quizzes, so there'll be more questions, obviously. You can't look up. It's an open book test, so I know that. So I'm going to limit your time on the test so that you have to know the information or have a study sheet or something. You can't look up everything in the book while you're taking it. You might look up 1 or 2 things, but you've got to know things. They will go beyond just the book, maybe applying some of the concepts too, so you really have to sort of stick with it. And there are 2 projects. Now, I've done this on purpose to spread out. There's no high risks. I mean, even the exams are only worth 100 points each out of 1,000 points for the whole course. The way to really help your grade is to do well on the 2 projects. One, each of you will be assigned your own star, and I'm going to ask you some questions, and you make up a star project, which you answer some questions that I have specific to your star. Some of it will be in a book, some of it won't. You're going to have to go elsewhere. Probably online is fine, maybe in your library, but I think you should be able to get everything online with relative ease. There's no predetermined format. You can have a written one, you can have a PowerPoint, which is very nice. Students have done videos like this. They've gone up and given a presentation and videotaped it. However you'd like. Creativity is a bonus. I'll give you extra for that if you go above and beyond the stark requirements of the project. So that'll be due about halfway through. But the biggest one is the Lunar Observation Project. I want you to go out every other night for a month and look at the moon. I have a data sheet for you, so you'll be like a real astronomer out in the field, and you'll have just fill in some where is the moon at night, what phase is it, and then I want you to look back at your data and analyze it a little bit and make a graph in comparing the phase of the moon with the tides. Okay, being down in the Keys, obviously the tides are really, I'm landlocked up here in Avon Park, but the tides you live with that every day. So you should be able to get that information. There's another video just exclusively on that, and there's some guidance right on D2L. So I want you to look at those in the first week or 2 so you have a feel for that. The biggest, and please, I don't know how to emphasize this enough, start on that Lunar Observation Project early. If you started tonight, would not be too early. All right? You have a month to do it, but then you have to sort of analyze the data, and that's the biggest thing. And if you run out of time and only can do half of it, your grade will really suffer. That is 15% of your grade, or a letter grade and a half. So you could take a C and bring yourself up to a high B just by, or I guess going backwards. If you had a B but you didn't do that project, it would really drop you down. So do that. Let me see. Oh yeah, and there's a bonus. You get bonus points by turning them in early. So, and I have some dates in the syllabus, about a week early. If you turn the STAR project, you get a 10%. You get a whole letter grade up. So if you had a B, you get an A. If you had an A, you get an A plus by just turning in a week early. So being in the military, I'm strong on not procrastinating, getting the job done. So I strongly encourage you to do that. Any questions at any time, email me. You can call me, but it's probably the best if you email me. I check my email very regularly throughout the day. Now, week 1 is a little bit special. It's an orientation week. I want you have different backgrounds on your usage. We use Desire to Learn, D2L, just like you do down in Florida Keys. So I don't know your experience in that, if you've taken an online course before or not. So the biggest things we're going to use is the discussion board, the quizzes, and the Dropbox. Okay, plus the email. Okay, so those are the 4 things. So there's 4 things I'm going to sort of give you a little bit of assignment to do the first week. It's worth 20 points. Don't blow it off. If I don't hear from you, don't do anything, I might have to drop you for being a no-show, which we don't want to do that. So, and there's also that course contract, which I guess is standard in all of your courses there. It's the page 16 of the syllabus. You have to sign that and you have to get it back to me. So obviously you're going to have to figure a way to get it electronically. If you have a fax machine, great. If you have a camera, take a picture of it and then send it to me as an attachment. That's perfectly fine. And now, the thing that I've added, that I do up here, I've added to your syllabus, the very last page. This is the page. I'm going to cover my face for a minute, okay? You better look on your syllabus. Take this off the syllabus, put it on your refrigerator. Then you can just sort of check things off each week so you know what you've done. This should guide you week by week. Weeks go along the rows, and the columns are the tasks. I'm probably outside the view. So you just check it off, and you'll have no trouble if you follow this. Everything that is on here. Now, if you find a hyperlink in the course that's bad or doesn't work, let me know. I've ported this over. I developed it up here in Avon Park, and I've ported it into your system. And I've checked most of them, but things happen, and I'll fix them as quickly as I can. If something's conflicting, if you read something in 2 places and they're different, let me know. I will fix that and I will address it. Or if you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to contact me, and we will work out a solution for you. And if you're really struggling, 1 week you're working and you have a miserable time, or you have some family issues and you can't get to things, let me know. And there are certain things that I can extend for you. Now, you can't have your mother being in a hospital, dying every week for the whole course, but hopefully that'll never happen. But if you have a problem for a specific reason for a certain week, let me know, and I will extend whatever I can so it will not affect your grade. I understand life goes on and you have other courses besides this one, but obviously to me this is the most important course you're taking, and so I want you to be successful. I'll do whatever I can, but the burden is on your back. And I really, really look forward to this. This is the first time I've ever taught outside of my school, so it's a learning experience for both of us. So I will take any and all feedback you have, how to improve the course. I've already changed my course up here based on the way you guys do things down there, because I like some of the things that your administration has told me to do for this course. So I think I've spoken enough. Welcome to the course. Have a great time, and whenever you go out at night, just have a look up at the sky and try to figure out some things. I'll put little weekly videos, and I'm so happy you're in the class. Let me know if you're having any troubles, and don't wait. Let me know right up, and I'll do what I can to help you. All right. Good luck today. Good luck in the course.